Hey everyone, today we're going to look at one of the most common problems on the Oracle machines, and that's poor milk frothing. So if your cappuccinos are starting to look like flat whites, then it's usually down to one of three reasons. In this video I'm going to take you through each one, starting with the most common and easiest thing to check. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a good trick you can use to test your machine. Rather than waste a load of milk, all you need is a glass with cold water in it and a single drop of washing up liquid. It actually gives a surprisingly good visual comparison, and it lets us see how much air is being introduced, how strong the steam is, and whether the machine is creating a nice fine foam. As you can see, that's not really good for a cappuccino. You should be looking at around about 2 centimeters ideally, and this looks more like a flat white. So if your machine looks like this, let's start with the first reason, and that's the steam one tip. All four of these holes you can see have to be 100% clear, and I'd say that this is probably the reason for poor milk 8 out of 10 times. Even if just one hole is partially blocked, it can have a massive effect. These machines do come with a cleaning tool, but more often than not they get lost. And I actually prefer something else, and that's a welding tip cleaner, because it has serrated edges. It does a better job. So once you've done this to all four, give it another test, and if it's still flat, it's time to move on to reason 2. The next most common cause for poor milk is the air pump. To test this, you're going to have to take the lid off the machine. These machines don't just rely on steam to texture the milk. They also use a small air pump to introduce air into the steam system. That extra air is what helps create the foam, and it gives that milk the light textured finish. The machine may still produce plenty of steam, but the milk won't froth properly. The next step is to disconnect the end of the air pipe that goes into the venturi valve. Obviously, just be careful when you're working on these machines when they're switched on. The main things to be careful of really on the top of the machine are the 2 wires going into the coffee boiler element, as there's no insulation on top of them, and the coffee boiler tends to be switching on and off all the while when the machine's sitting idle like this. The other things to watch out for are the solenoids, but generally there's only power going through those when it's switching something. For example, when you're pressing the shop button or the steam switch. Okay, so the next thing to do once you've got the pipe off is to grab a glass of cold water and just hold it up to the edge of the machine and feed the pipe into it. Put the machine into cappuccino mode and compare yours with mine. You can see on mine just how slow those bubbles are. You can almost count them coming out. And you'll see in a minute when I do a comparison just how poor this pump is. And this is quite typical really of an air pump that's around about 5 years old or so. Okay, let's do a side-by-side test so you can get an idea of how this pump compares with a brand new one. And you can clearly see now that there's a problem with this one. Okay, so now we've confirmed what the issue is, let's get it swapped out. If you haven't checked out the website yet, I sell these as part of the survival kits. And if you've got a soldering iron, this is a very straightforward job. There's just one screw to remove to take out the pump. Then cut the existing wires off as close to the terminals as you can, because there's not much slack on these wires. Remove the plastic enclosure from the old pump and swap it over to the new one. Next, strip the end of your wires. Pay close attention here. For some reason the colouring on these pumps is opposite. You need to solder the black wire to the positive and the white wire to the negative terminal. Once you've soldered up, connect the air pipe to the new pump. These replacement pumps are slightly different from the originals, but as long as that zip tie is tight, it'll hold perfectly under pressure. Finally, put everything back into place. My tip here is to pull the air pipe right out of the machine first. Connect it to the pump side and then feed it back through. This makes it much easier to ensure you don't kink the tube. And once that's done, put everything back as it was, and that's about it for this repair. Let's give it a test to see how it goes. As you can see on this one, it's made a massive difference. It's working as good as new again. Okay, so let's assume that you've done the air pump check and that was working fine. There's one more thing to move on to, well actually two, and they both involve the steam venturi valve. There are a couple of things that can go wrong with this. The first one's the solenoid itself. But generally you would either hear a buzzing noise or you'd be getting actual weak steam coming from the valve, rather than just the air side. So if yours isn't buzzing, then I would move on to the left hand side of the valve. There are a couple of things in here that can go wrong as well. There's a little pinhole that lets the air in that can become blocked. And also there's a spring valve with a mushroom seal on it as well. That can get gunked up and it can sometimes stick, or it can sometimes wear out as well and need replacing. Alright, well I guess that's about it for this video. We've covered 3 different reasons why your Oracle will have poor milk. There aren't really any other reasons other than these 3. So from the most common is the steam one tip, make sure the holes are unblocked. Second, check out the pump, do the water test. Both those fail, then look into replacing either the 3-way solenoid or the venturi valve. And I just want to say, if you haven't already, then go check out the website. I've spent a lot of time on that lately, hence why I've not done any videos, but there's all sorts of different blog posts on there, installation guides. I'm also there most hours of the day on the chat, so if you've got any problem with your machine, not sure which part to buy, then yeah, just reach out on there. I'll usually respond pretty quickly. And yeah, alright, with that, thanks for watching. See you next time.